First spot, now she found a replacement. I swear now I can't take it.
Here with 84 WHS, Dr. Eli is in the studio with us again, and boy, he's hanging out with some good company. Lavell Crawford. Hey, what's up, Lavell?
Hey, man, how you doing? How you doing?
Spike Davis, ladies and gentlemen, Louisville legend.
It's a full house.
How you doing there, Larry?
Everything, it's all good, baby, as always. I forgot, you're in Atlanta now.
Yeah.
You grew up here.
Yeah,
But Atlanta, you're loving Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm getting used to it, for sure. You know, it's not like Louisville, of course. Everybody always loves their hometown, but...
Well, Dr. Eli came back home to his hometown. He's a marriage and family therapist. So I figured all of us would ask some questions.
Yeah, I want to... Oh, you awful young to be so much about therapy and everything.
I'm older than I look.
How long you been married?
I've been married about 7 years.
I've been with my wife about I've just
10.
been in it 2 years now. Oh, yeah. I got a baby on the way.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You know, that's the best part of it.
You know, a baby, though, with Terry and I talk about every couple of weeks, brings down the marital satisfaction and the sexual satisfaction in a relationship. So you have to prepare for that. Are you prepared, Lavell?
What you mean bring it down?
You're not prepared. It doesn't sound like you and the missus have talked about
we
that.
got a lot of free porn on the internet now, so I mean, I guess I'm ready for anything.
You stocked up?
Yeah, I'm ready for it. Hey, I'm a kind of guy. I'm a master of not waking a baby and waking my baby.
That's right.
Hey, rockin' when you're asleep. You should have started breastfeeding. You wouldn't have got nothing started.
Lavell and Spike are at Improv Louisville. Next couple of nights, will you working Sunday as well?
Yes, indeed. Sunday night also.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 581-1332 is the number. It's at 4th Street Live, of course. Good to have you in here.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Dr. Eli, we'll see if we can't ruin his marriage in the next few minutes.
Right. I'll answer because, I mean, you know, is it different between white love and black love? Because black love, it takes us forever to get married.
That's
a
right.
white guy married in like about 30 days. Well, she likes the same soda I like. We might as well go on and do it.
We're on the 9-year plan.
Right. Brothers be like, yeah, we make about 3 kids. He say, well, little man about to graduate from high school. What you doing, Wednesday?
Going to do it. So Terry, you wanted to talk about prenups. So Lavell, did you get a prenup before you got married?
Yeah, you know what? We copied it down on the internet, but we never did it.
Never did it.
So I guess I'm in it for the duration.
That's good. And
is that good to do that?
Well, you know, there's two ways. Now, when I was young and when I got married, I didn't have anything, neither did my wife. So the concept of a prenup didn't really fit. But if you're entering a relationship where you have a significant amount of assets and your partner doesn't, generally prenups are on the rise. And prenups are on the rise for women because they're making more money and they're delaying marriage. So, you know, when couples come to see me, especially before they're married, they're young in love. They don't want to hear about any problems.
Right.
But the prenup is something that if you don't agree on can cause some problems.
Can you do a prenup later?
Post-nup.
Post-nup.
They have a post-nup. Yeah, they do. Oh, yeah?
Again, I'm a therapist, not a lawyer, and that's different from what I do. But
here's a post-nup, a boot in the rear end. You're out the door.
Well, you know, I have some assets, and my wife sits on the chair and watches TV. But I mean. My whole thing, I'm primarily a newlywed, you know, but we dated for 5 years. But we have our ups and downs. I think it's a demon in our apartment. It's like a paranormal activity because she be sweet when we go to bed, but when she wakes up, she's Satan. Could you tell me anything about that?
Yes, I love you, I hate you. The type
she don't say she hates me, but she always like, you know what? Why you smiling in your sleep? You know.
She only wants you to dream happy.
I was dreaming back when we was just dating.
That's 5 years, though. I mean, that's a good amount of time to be together before you got married. What got you over the hump?
This preacher, Smith and West. I listened to this. I was listening to this minister, man. You know, they talking about how good marriage is, and you get rewards for being married and all that stuff. And I ain't got none of it yet. You can't listen to preachers because they promise you, you're gonna have everlasting life after you die. I don't want to die to get it. I want to live forever. I don't want to.
What's he supposed to say to Satan in the morning?
Yeah, what should I say?
Right. I mean, you can't approach people when they're in a mood like that. So you kind of give them their space, but you just say, honey, it looks like you're in a bad mood, so I'm going to go and do my thing. And when you're not in a bad mood, I'd love to talk to you.
Hey, Lavell, remember that movie Wizard of Oz? What'd they do to the witch?
Try some hot water on.
Put her in a shower and see if she goes down the drain.
She takes baths all the time, hot baths, so that water won't work. I might have to just go and use boric acid.
Doc, they say you never go to bed angry. Is that true? Also?
It's hard when you go to bed angry because, sometimes you wake up and you're more fired up. When you take a time out or whenever you do, some people, they go and they do something relaxing, they exercise, they listen to some music. Other people, they go and surround themselves with things to get them more fired up.
Right.
And sometimes you go to sleep or you talk to your friend and they start saying bad things about your partner or whatever. You get more fired up and you wake up ready to fight just like you did when you go to sleep.
So you should alienate yourself from all your friends.
Well, you got to have the right friends to support your relationship. Lavell, if you're hanging out with a bunch of guys that don't like your wife, that's going to make it hard on you. So it's very important that the people that are close to you understand enough about your relationship to support it, or at the very least be neutral. Don't.
But you
say
can't hang
negative.
out with divorcees either, can you?
Well,
people who've been messed up their marriage, so they want to mess yours up.
That's tough if you're hanging out with a lot of people that have not been successful in relationships. Yeah.
Answer that in just a minute here. Lavell Crawford and Spike Davis. They've got him in a headlock here. Dr. Eli Karam coming right back on 84 WHS. Big man Lavell Crawford in the studio, appearing this week at Improv Louisville. Spike Davis with him. Spike, good to see you again, too.
Yes, sir. Good to be back.
And then Dr. Eli happens to be here today for his every other week appearance.
Hello, Dr. Eli.
So Lavell, he's still technically a newlywed, and I thought you had a question for Dr. Eli.
No, he had a question.
Yeah, I got some questions.
Or you have some for him?
Oh, yeah. I like to switch the tables. Because that's what I do as a therapist and a teacher. I'm just as curious about people I work with as they are about me. So, Lavell, when you're doing your routine, your stand-up, some of your best material probably comes from your relationship. And I know I can't go through a speech or working with couples without talking about my own marriage. So how do you do that so you can still be funny but not get in trouble with your wife?
Well, I don't bring her on them shows. When she ain't with me, I talk about us, But when I'm with her, I don't say nothing about it. I may say a couple of things, because like I say, the thing about marriage is weird. Like I said, when you're dating, you can argue. And you can fight and like, you know what, I don't want to see you for a couple of days. You can go to your house. But when you married, I don't want to see you for a couple of days. Y'all got to get in the same bed and turn your backs to each other and fight over the covers. And then, it is strange, it's like when we were dating, she did a lot of things. She would come in the bathroom while I was taking a dump, and then I know this is TMI, but she would come in and sit on my lap and kiss me. I'm like, baby, what's wrong with you? I love how you smell. But now she just throw a can of Febreze in the room and light a match. Oh my God, open all the windows. What is wrong with you? What have you been eating? You're cooking.
Well, that is a real intimate moment, Terry. The eyes open.
He would have a tough time in therapy because he can't open up.
That's right.
Right. I mean, there's a lot of truths to that,
That's right.
But I mean, sometimes, like I have joked. One time she was with me and I was joking about, I was like, yeah, the sex is still good, but now it's just so many rules. My hair, my leg, my sternum, you know what I'm saying? She's, before we do it everywhere. On top of the kids' clothes, oh, man gonna smell funny at the bus stop today. And but we still get down. We had to just do it in the closet now.
So your material doesn't suffer when your wife is with you. You can get all your.
Well, she got mad at me though.
Sure.
She got mad. What do you mean? I'm just telling people we don't have sex. I'm like, yeah.
I always tell people, right? It's funny because there's a lot of truth to it.
Sure. And I said, baby,
you got to walk that line when you're giving material though about your spouse.
But I give her one-ups on me though. I tell jokes about me, but some of them I can't do on the radio.
Lavell, what about some of the guys you grew up with? You tell stories about them at all when you're on stage, or you stay away from that?
Well, you know, I talk about some of the kids. I got some jokes, you know, about, like, I had this kid, you know, used to tease me all the time named Brian, talking about my daddy could beat your daddy and, you know, beat your daddy up. And I used to say, shut up, Brian, you know I don't know who my father is. If I did know who my father is, he would come over and beat your daddy up right now. You know, and I found out my daddy, you know, I just got reacquainted with my daddy. He then came out the closet on us, you know, and I wish Brian was around now. Talking about his daddy could beat up my daddy. I said, yeah, but my daddy kissed your daddy. Yeah, he kissed him all night. How about that, Brian? You know, so you know, I talk about everything. I talk about my mother, you know, and our relationships, and you know, I talk about my life is an open book comparatively if it's funny. You know, because I joke about people saying things about larger sized people, and you know, I just said I used to turn my calories into a salary. You know, and so you know, but now that I'm married, I try to be understanding, because everybody can't take a joke like that. They don't always like the joke to be on them.
Exactly.
You know, my mother, she's a good sport, but she knows now that she got fur coats and big screen TVs and her car paid off, and she working for me, and she don't have to do nothing but sell T-shirts. She don't mind the jokes.
No, I guess not. Did she travel with you?
Yeah, Mama, she's on her way up here now.
Well, good.
Yeah, it's so funny, you know, she had fell last week and hurt herself, so she didn't come out on the road with me. But she, you know, I told her, I said, don't worry about it, Mom, I'll give you some vacation pay. You know, that's a great job, man. That's a good job. But, you know, she called me, I haven't received my vacation money yet. Did you send it? I'm like, man, you're supposed to call your boss and request some money that you really don't deserve. You didn't earn it. You know?
Dr. Eli, how does that work for a family when a mom works for her son?
That's right. The family business, there's a lot of dual roles there, and there's a lot of problems. Let's you negotiate how you're doing that to start with. People think they're entitled. Once their son makes it big, they're entitled to some kickbacks. But I guess nice thing about you, too, so you go on the road, so you get a little break from your spouse so she can kind of miss you, your wife, and then when you come back, you have some time
I miss my wife when I'm gone, man. I ain't gonna lie, but when I'm there, I'll be like, boy, what time is my flight? I'll be killing.
Are you one of those guys that are texting back and forth and sending messages to your wife all, you know, before and after your routine? Or are you, when you're in the zone, when you're working, are you focused on your work?
Well, you know, I call her before, we might say a prayer together, you know, and then afterwards, you know, after that, you know, I'm doing my thing, you know. I was like, hey, baby, it's work. I'm paying the bills.
So she's not worried about any Lavell groupies out there following you around the country?
You know, she wear it all the time, but I tell her, baby, I know what I look like. You know, I ain't ugly, per se, but I know what I found out, you know, the other day somebody said, you know, I know I'm not ugly. But I'm not Tiger Woods, where women coming out to woodwork all the time. Like, I slept with Tiger Woods.
No one coming after you with golf clubs.
No, they ain't coming at me like that. I slept with Lavell Crawford. Women be like, why? You know, you know, he looks like the little booker from Mucinex commercials.
You do. I got him there. Lavell Crawford at Improv.
All right, now, hold on. You look like Max Headroom.
Oh, I got it. I am Max Headroom.
You remember Max Headroom?
Lavell Crawford, he's at Improv Louisville with Spike Davis. Great to see both of you again.
Thank you, Tim.
Dr. Eli, thanks a bunch.
Doc, we got to ask you one more question. Okay, if your wife listens to church music, right, and then when you walk in the house, she flip and start cussing you out, you know, what should you do? Should you run back out, or do you throw holy water on her? What do you do?
I don't know, but amen, Lord. Amen to everything you said.
Sports on the way.
Does Kentucky pound?